start with the identification of clone genes. We have already discussed about PCR, polymerase chain reaction. Now we are with the colony hybridization. What is colony hybridization? Before going up into the detail, we'll start with from where we have to start. For example, this is the DNA sequence. It contains several genes, and we are interested with a single gene. This is your gene of interest. We already know about it. The gene of interest has been incorporated with the plasmid. This is your plasmid. And after which you got the rDNA, recombinant DNA molecule. This is your recombinant DNA molecule. So your recombinant DNA molecule, which is a modified sequence, this is your modified sequence. You have to check whatever the modification you have desired, whether it has been transferred or not. In rDNA and after which followed by gene cloning, you have got number of sequences. And these number of sequences you have to check whether they are already modified or not by your actions, by your procedure. So what happens? You will take a procedure for colony hybridization. This is your procedural colony hybridization. In colony hybridization, we have to start with preparation of your master plate. The step 1 will be preparation of your master plate. What is your master plate? Master plate means you have a culture of bacteria where the transformation is done. Your cultured bacterial plate is there. Active plate is there where you assume, this is your assumption, that this particular bacterial plate contains all the sequences which are modified. So you have to prepare that plate. After preparation of that plate, you will go up into the step 2, which is creating a replication of that bacteria or specified bacteria into the nitrocellular membrane. This procedure has several steps. Firstly, we will take this membrane. This membrane will be taken up onto a plate. This is, for example, this is your plate. This is the lid of that plate. For example, this is your lid of that plate. What will happen? There are colonies, and these colonies will be covered by your membrane. This square shape is your membrane. You have placed the membrane over the plate containing the bacteria. What happens is, when you invert this plate, you have to invert this plate. After inversion, what happened? This is inverted. After invertation, what happens? These bacteria will be transferred into the membrane. They are transferred into the membrane. So this is your replicate plate. This is replicated. A copy of that plate. This is replicated plate. A membrane, nitrocellular membrane, is your replicated plate, which contains the specific bacteria which was there in your master plate. Then there is step number 3. In step 3, what you will do is, you will add a SDS solution into it. You will add SDS solution onto it just to denature the DNA molecule or to isolate it from other particles or organelles of the cell. Then at step 4, what will happen? We will be adding the alkaline solution. Add the alkaline solution. For alkaline solution, you will be taking up NaOH. Basic alkaline solution you will take. And after adding the alkaline solution, you will be fixing the DNA molecule. For fixation, there is nothing like glue is there. You will be fixing it by UV radiation. Step 6. By the help of different buffers, you will be washing the solution, washing the membrane. This membrane will be washed. After washing, what will happen? You will be having clean plate with the DNA molecule binded because of you have treated with UV radiation. Now your step 7 will be, you will be adding the radio labeled probes. Probes are nothing, just a similar short oligo sequence complementary to the rDNA, specified rDNA. We are talking about that single rDNA molecule which we have modified. For this probe will be specific or complementary to that rDNA molecule. What happens next is, this is a complementary sequence, and what will happen? This probe will bind up with this sequence. For example, this is your rDNA molecule from 5' to 3', and you have a sequence like A T G C C T A G C C T A. For example, this is the sequence, and this probe will be having a complementary sequence. For example, this is the probe T A C G G is there. For example, this is a short probe. This probe will be radio labeled. Radio labeled means whenever the other rays will interact with this particular probe, what will happen? They will be having a binding there with a hydrogen bonding. There is a hydrogen bonding in between, and then after what will happen? After its interaction with X-ray, it will glow. So this your 8th step will be autoradiography. In this step, what will happen? For autoradiography, you will be using the X-ray radiation, and this X-ray radiation will be specific with that probe. And what will happen? This probe will be glowing up. But make sure what happens is, this will only glow when the probe has complementary sequence and it has binded with the master DNA molecule. This is your master DNA molecule which is up there, and this probe is specific to that. So what happens if X-ray is passed? So from RDT you have the rDNA molecule, and this rDNA molecule will be going up for master plate. There is a gene cloning step in between. So this will go up into the master plate. From master plate, at nitrocellular membrane, it will form a replicate plate or replicate membrane to be more specific. And from that replicate plate, we will be going up for SDS. After SDS is your sodium rhodocyl sulfate. I missed out to explain this. Sodium rhodocyl sulfate. And after SDS, you will go with the alkaline solution, which is your NaOH, step number 4. And after alkaline solution treatment, you will be going for UV radiation. After UV radiation, then is your washing step. After washing step, you will be performing the radio label binding, radio labeled probe binding, and after radio labeled probe binding, you will be going for your autoradiography. This completes the colony hybridization.